Hey everyone, my name is Jerimiah Mayle, and welcome back to another video. Today's video, we are going to be playing Farming Simulator 2017 once more. Although I did claim that I was not going to be playing this game again, I do really like it, and instead of the standard version that I had been playing before, I decided to add a challenge. We're going to be playing with mods. More mods, really. We have the biggest change, really, is the Seasons mod. Now, with the Seasons mod, of course, as it says, you have seasons. And also, along with that, I also have maintenance on my current, on any vehicles I ever get. And usually that's about yearly. I think in the wintertime is about the time I need to actually go out and repair stuff. But anyway, back to the actual seasons thing, which will be the main thing for the game, or for this Let's Play, is of course there is spring, summer, winter, and fall. And I also have a mod accompanying the seasons mod, which basically gives me the, I think the Midwest seasons, Midwest America. So, where the Corn Belt would be. So, right now, I'm going to be getting rid of all of my vehicles, because I can get tractors that are actually a lot cheaper, not only to purchase, but also they're cheaper to run daily. That's why I am currently driving my tractor out to the shop. I was thinking of keeping the tipper, but I just want to clear all of it out, like, just have it all be gone. And I just want to start from scratch. Now, as you can see up there, up in the top right, you can see that there has been a few adjustments. You can see that it says early spring. It tells you over also on the left of the top right, the temperature and the ground temperature. And it tells you by the green flower that it is spring. Also, the rodeo is the only thing we will be keeping. Now, I also have to turn on every vehicle manually. Which, I mean, I'll get used to, but, I mean, I've only done the Seasons mod, I think, once. Maybe twice, but it was really difficult because I was using the current vehicles I have, and you have to pay that every single day. And each season, you have to deal with a minimum of 3 days. And let's say if it's winter, you're not making any money, because obviously you can only harvest one time a year. And that's the cool thing about the Seasons mod. Why, in the standard game, you can grow stuff every single day and make money every day. But in the Seasons mod, that would be converted into seasons, or I would like to say years, because really 4 seasons would be a whole year. Now, if I hit this, no, oh no, not wrong button. Yeah, let me go ahead and go over here and get this filled up, and I'll go ahead and get out and show you. Okay, all right, there we go. Now, if I hit this tells me the forecast for the week, tells me the supposed temperatures, and also if I go into here, wrong one. If I go into here, this tells me my settings, or my calendar, then my economy and my settings for the Seasons mod. Now, we can go as low as 3 days, or we can go as high as 24 days. Now, there's no purpose for me to be going 24 days. That's excessive. Just for time purposes, we're going to go ahead and have it on length 3. Snow tracks on, snow on, and moisture on. And since we're American, we'll have it on Fahrenheit. Keys and help menus. I want to keep it on just because I'm kind of unsure about anything in this mod, because I've only done it once, and I wasn't really even paying attention, and that might explain why I was doing so bad. But anyway, that's unrelated, but we'll go ahead and get that on. Now, I want to sell these vehicles right here, like this, and the seller attached to the back of it. But I also kind of want to get stuff done on immediately. Why this guy's doing this. Let me go ahead and go into settings. Timescale, we're gonna keep it off for now. Not off. We're gonna keep it in real time, as slow as possible, until I get done explaining. Because really, this isn't even the first episode. This is more of an introduction and also to show how everything works. But what will really be happening is I will keep the time on 15, unless if crops are growing, it will stay on 15 all the time. That'll be the lowest I'll go. Then 120 for if I'm just trying to skip past, because obviously I might have a grace period of doing nothing. Now, I hate to do this to myself, because, I mean, it's annoying. I'm going to turn off the seed refill, fertilizer refill, fuel refill. I'm going to turn it all off. That means I have to go get the seed bags, the seed pallets. I have to get everything, which is annoying because I've always been bad at that kind of stuff. Anything involving a front loader, I'm awful with. But I mean, it's something good to try. I mean, I might get used to it, because obviously I've never really spent much time doing it. And if you're wondering, we are growing wheat because we can also collect the stuff that comes out of the back of the harvester, and that can almost double our profit. Our goal really is to save as much money as humanly possible, and that will also involve the mods. That's why I have the mods, really. It's because it is excruciatingly painful to try and farm with the current technology I have with the Seasons mod on, just because of, like I said, I'm not making money every single day, but yet they take money every single day, regardless of the loan, lease, anything. Now, hopefully we have enough money to actually not have to lease out a harvester, because that would kind of suck. But I mean, if we end up actually having to lease a harvester, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but I would rather actually own my equipment, just so I don't forget that I'm actually leasing it. Because I've done that before with a semi. I'll lease a semi, and I'll forget I was leasing it, and really, for how expensive it was really good in almost the long term, because for how little I used it, because I never used it for a full hour. So really, I mean, it was kind of a good investment until I started using it to pull certain equipment that was too heavy for my current tractors, which it works, which I didn't think it would have, but it did. I already know this map practically inside and out. I've played probably over 1,000 hours in this game, like this specific game in this specific map. The other one, the Russian map, I don't know about. I don't even know the name to it. But in Goldcrest, like, I know this place as if I had been living here my entire life. Like, I know this place better than I do my own town, which is very sad. But also, I find it kind of funny. Also, another thing is I have crop destruction on. Crop destruction basically is like it says. If I drive through the crops, it takes damage. Then I start losing crops, which means if I start losing crops, I start losing money. Now, it's not absolutely unfair, but it does leave trails and stuff, like as if you were to drive a car through a cornfield or something. Of course, there's going to be a trail left behind. So my goal is really to also try and be as realistic as humanly possible in this game. That's why I have the Seasons mod. Now, this also means I'm going to try and obey the speed limit, not cut corners, not drive through the fields, which I tried to prevent myself from doing many a times before in the previous series, but I continued to fail on that. But this time, I'm going to try and take it serious. I wish there was a, traffic law thing, like a traffic law mod that basically implemented a fine if I didn't obey the traffic laws properly, such as how I'm using my indicators right now. This is a good thing. If I didn't use them, maybe I could get fined, $500 or something. I'm not sure, but that would be a really cool implementation into a game. Um, I think the last game I know that actually had indicators in them was Mafia, the first one. If you know about Mafia 3, then hopefully you know about Mafia 2, but they didn't have indicators in that one. But hopefully, if you know Mafia 2, you know Mafia, the original. Or Mafia 1, if you want to call it that. Okay, here we go. Now, we have quite the money. Now, I'm also going to try and prevent myself from using teleportation as much as possible. Now, if I have equipment on the other side of the map, then I'll teleport, but otherwise, I mean, I don't see much of a purpose for it. Because that kind of takes away from the realism. Now, if let's say I accidentally leave my car, like, far away, and I need it, obviously, to get to other locations, then, of course, I'll teleport to it, but I'm going to be trying to not teleport as much as possible. Here we go. And also, I know there's the gold nuggets, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that right away, at least. Or not in the second episode or third episode. Really, I would like to just try and survive without doing gold. I mean, I'm collecting this one because eventually I'm going to end up picking it up because I'm also collecting eggs. Although, you really don't make much money from the eggs. It's nice to do when you have nothing else. Okay, so I'll be back because they're going to take a while because we don't really have that good of equipment. I would like to actually head out to the shop. Now, this is something I want to do. I checked the speed limit in the town by checking one of the signs, and it said the speed limit was 50. So we're going to go ahead and have our cruise control set on 50, just so I don't have to keep pressing down the controller. And plus, I always have it on cruise control anyway, so if it's on 50, then we're definitely fine. Now, see, I'm going to have to slow down, turn on indicators. There we go. See, I know how to real life drive. Now, as far as I know, I also have to turn on indicators when switching lanes. That's something I'll have to get used to. Wait, hold up. Okay, this is definitely not allowed, but don't worry. We'll pretend that we're not parked on the road like that. Oh, speed limit 25 in town. Okay, so let's go ahead and crank her down. Actually, no, let's go ahead and keep this on 50. But let's go ahead and just drive slow on in town. I wish I had one of those gas pedals, like, kind of like in those racing games. They have those pedals. That would be a interesting thing to do. I would like to have like a full-on panel of stuff that would be used in tractors, and I would like it to have a steering wheel and pedals. Like, that would be some cool stuff to see. I'm trying to keep my gas consistent. Seems like we're doing good on 27. Alright, we're about to go over. Here we go. Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, do not enter. Well, look, I'm learning so much more about this. Although I know this place inside and out, I'd never pay attention to the signs, because obviously I don't have any care for the rules, but now I'm going to have to care, because I'm going to try and be realistic. So, drive in either this way, or through that way. Good to know. Now, of course, I'm not going to always do this, but in the event of me purchasing large amounts of stuff, I'll go ahead and go down to the shop. So let's go ahead and first things first is we need a tractor that is cheap and has a front loader attachment, and also it also has a back to it that can attach tools to. Without without being really crappy or too expensive. And I've always found tractors like these to be fantastic for the job. They're not perfect. They're not perfect. They're not strong. They're not the strongest. Of course not. As you can tell, it is 95 horsepower. Also, if I ever say 70 kW, that's what I go by. I mean, although I'm American, I've always just looked at kW just because it was the first numbers I saw, and I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and pay attention to that instead. So now we're gonna go ahead and get this. This is for anything involving a front loader, such as collecting seed bags or anything that involves a pallet. Okay, let's go ahead and buy that. Also, my goal is to also not have a tractor for every tool. I want to make sure I'm being conservative with my money, so I'm going to go ahead and try my best to save my money. And let's say maybe get 2 tractors. Well, I mean, the third one, yes, of course, the Massey Ferguson, but these 2 should be capable, more than capable of being in charge of the tools. See, like this can carry some of the lighter work plus front loader stuff. Why these have no front loader attachments. They don't have any special things to them. It's just they're tractors that pull stuff. Now these are pretty good, pretty basic, and really cheap. And I like that. I like cheap. I bet you guys like cheap too. All right. If I had sold those tractors currently that are working, then I would definitely have enough money to buy a harvester. But you know what? Let's go ahead and just go back into our shop, and let's go ahead and get ourselves a sower, cultivator, and fertilizer. And fertilizer is not crucial, not very important, but if you want to make money, it can be worth it. It just depends on what you're trying to get. For example, liquid sprayers, those are worth it. If you get a fertilizer spreader, which takes solid fertilizer, that is not worth it. The liquid is yes. The fertilizer spreaders are not. Unless if you are to be getting something such as a sower or cultivator that has a fertilizer implementation in it, then it is worth it. So I've always liked this. This is a very nice choice because it cultivates. Let me restart that. It cultivates, it sows, and it fertilizes, which is perfect because look at how much horsepower it takes. It takes 108 or 79 kW. So it won't be taking up too much power. Because obviously, these right here, the TVL 1500, I think they are. They are 110 horsepower, I think. Let me check. Yeah, no, they're 150 horsepower. Okay, so yeah, these are definitely way above the criteria. So let's go ahead and actually purchase this. And technically, you might be thinking, hey, Jerimiah, this is cheating. Well, I mean, it is a tool, and technically, this is something that was actually brought into the game through the company who actually made the game. See, these are mods, which, I mean, I might have been a little bit more picky about, but really, since this was brought up by the game developers, then technically I find this as very justifiable. And also, I'm trying to save as much money as humanly possible, like I said before. Now, I just realized something that's slightly annoying. If I have this, why would I need the second one of these? This, of course, I need the front loader. But I don't need the second one of these if this is doing all the work. So I might as well go ahead and return one of these tractors back. And I guess it's you. Also, I was right. The 1500 TVL. So we're going to go ahead and return this. There we go. Now, this should come back as full price. There we go. So we made our money back. We didn't lose any, and I'm guessing that's involving the seasons mod, because technically we haven't had it for a whole day or a whole season, so technically, as far as I know, the price does not change, unless if it's the tractor itself. the price doesn't change until you start actually putting it to work. Alright, so now we can go ahead and take this with us. I might as well start now. I could actually purchase myself a trailer for the Massey Ferguson to carry the pallets back to the house. Because, like I said, since it's the front loader tractor, then technically it's going to have to follow the trailer everywhere it goes. So if we get a decent sized trailer that doesn't require a lot of pull power but can still carry a lot of stuff, then we should definitely be fine. I mean, it'd be a good idea, right? Also, holy shit, it is hard to hear myself thinking this goddamn tractor. Holy shit. Like in the others, it was kind of distracting, but like this is, my god. Like, I don't hear much of a sound difference when I go inside and outside. Like, when you go inside and inside a tractor, it gets kind of quieter, because I'm guessing of the body of the tractor surrounding, and it muffles it out. But when I do this, there's no difference. Like, holy cow. Oof. I'm kind of glad I'm not getting the harvester that is really loud. That would be like, oh, hold on. Oh, nope. I gotta use indicators and I can't cut corners. I can't drive through fields. Oops, forgot. Use my blinkers. Speed limit 35. Okay, so this is the 35. In town it's 25. And on the highway, it is 50. Now, see, this is the small stuff I should have been paying attention to, just because I was bored in the game and I was waiting for things to happen. But, I mean, it's good to learn about these things. I didn't know that there was, like, a speed limit thing. I mean, I knew, technically, in the game, there should be a speed limit, but, I mean, I didn't know what the speed limits were. I might have seen the signs, but I've never acknowledged the signs. Now, here's the serious downfall of this contraption. Is backing it inside to get the fertilizer and seed. Now, I'm not gonna restrain myself from going into third person to see myself doing things, but I find this as a challenge, and also it's kind of actually easier for me to see which direction this is going without getting confused or confoozled. Now, if I wanted to, I could actually technically make this do K's job, which is on field 14 currently. And it would do it way faster than K could. And it would do it faster than F could, because obviously when both of them were, since both of those cultivator inside are inside this, then really, I mean, I don't, then, I think I lost my thought again. My god, this tractor is so loud. It's actually irritating. Okay, so, you know what, I might as well go ahead and actually start working on the field that no one's working on, which is 15, so let's go ahead and start doing that. Let's close these. I might not do, seeding for, or not seeding, fertilizing, 3 times a year. I mean, I might, but, I mean, right now in the beginning, it is definitely out of the question. Oh, wait. I actually realized a good reason why I should have bought this tractor. Because I need a tractor to actually pull the grain. So, never mind, I might as well go ahead and buy this again. And like I said, I ain't losing any money in this, because, obviously, when you sell them, after you buy them, they're full price. So, you can, you know... Wait, so does that mean if I was this, wait, so, does this mod create a loophole where if something's on sale, then if I sell it almost immediately back, it'd come back as full priced? Is this loophole? Is this a loophole I see? I think I smell a loophole. Okay, if we go over here, see, yep, these are the full price I paid for them. So technically, if, let's say, there was something on sale, I was to buy it, then it would come back as an absolute full price. Now, that might be kind of cool to try, but that seems like something that I definitely wouldn't want to do, because it kind of ruins the fun of using the mod, and, you know, it kind of takes away from the... it takes away from the fun, because you're really just taking the easy way out. I mean, that's the whole point of this mod, is really to give you the challenge. Okay, so, you know, I'll go ahead and be right back after these guys are getting, as soon as they get their stuff done. Now, I think, Helper F, he's definitely gonna, be running out of grain, or seed and fertilizer here shortly. I think they run out of seed first, before they run out of fertilizer. I mean, I might be wrong, it might be the other way around. But, like, for how little that thing is, it covers so much ground. Like, not even kidding. It puts in the work. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna definitely run out of seed about, like, somewhere in here. Which is fine, because, of course, we have seed over there. But eventually, we're gonna be running out of seed, and that's gonna become a problem. And plus, we have a loan, and, I don't like loans. Could I? You know what? Screw it. Wrong one. Wrong one. Okay, as soon as it finishes this row, I'm gonna call it quits on this one. And we're gonna go ahead and just take this straight down to the shop. Just because I am done with the slowness. I mean, not to sound like I'm having an attitude, really, but that thing is definitely going to overtake these tools. So I might as well get rid of them now. And plus, I need to get a harvester, and I need to get front loading tools, and I need to get a trailer for my Massey Ferguson, and I think I need to start buying pallets. Or not pallets, seed bags and bagged fertilizer. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and... Oh, wait, hold on. Let's go ahead and make sure that that silver's going to fit, because I don't want to be coming over here. Yeah, let's just leave it on. Screw it. It's being sold anyhow. There we go. Now, let's go ahead and head all the way back. Yeah, you know, let's go ahead and take the car, because I need the car back at the house. Anyway, and I'll go ahead and just teleport back here when I need. I feel like a steering wheel would be a lot better than having analog sticks. I mean, I would have a lot more control instead of, like, you know, this freaking out wheel in front of me, and also these really crappy analog sticks. I mean, it's better than keyboard, because with keyboard you press it down and it just instantly turns. With this, if I do it lightly, it'll ease into turning. So definitely better than keyboard, but also not as good as a steering wheel. I'm gonna have to take this controller apart because there's something wrong with my B. It's like I have to keep hitting it until it exits out. It's not receiving connection enough. Okay, so then this will carry our tipper. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a nice tipper. This is what I had before. This is what I don't want, and I want this because it's cheap, holds decent, without getting too expensive, like this. Now let's go ahead and get a harvester, and harvesters are quite expensive, except these two. This one's better because, as you can see, this one has more horsepower, holds more, costs a lot less maintenance-wise daily. This is a lot. This one over here, the ES16, is a lot louder and more distracting. So yeah, I definitely want to purchase this because this is lit. I like how they have under design with warning triangles, which, you know, would indicate, hey, we're a harvester. Slow down, or your hit to us is going to hurt you more than it's going to hurt us. Unless if you're me, then you don't pay attention to them anyway. But anyway, here's our harvester. Looks good. So I think we have everything we need. Okay, so, you know, let's go ahead and actually... I don't know why I don't know why I love tractors that don't have a cabin. It's always so fun. You know, let's go ahead and actually put on the forklift first. Or the front loader and fork. Now, I'm going to go ahead and actually keep this here. Mostly because I'm going to end up actually needing to go... Or I'm going to end up needing to get seed and fertilizer, I think, after this year. So, we're just going to go ahead and park it off to the side, just so any vehicles that we move or transport won't hit it. There we go. Great. Now, let's go ahead and get our TV out, attached, and we'll start. Well, I want to take down the harvester first. I do want to go ahead and say I need to end the video, not only just because it is getting kind of long, because I plan to only have these episodes between 25 to 45 minutes long. I mean, my goal is really just to go up to 30 minutes, but how am I going to have a whole year in 30 minutes? Because my goal is to do a whole year in one episode. Now, that might end up meaning I have long episodes, or I could do shorter, more snipped videos, which might end up being better, because it'd be not exactly less talking, but more of a I'm getting things done regardless. Because it's like, in this, technically, I mean, I'm getting a lot done, but I'm getting a lot less done because I'm not cutting stuff out. If I was cutting stuff out, this would already be over there, and I would be currently possibly on letting the crops grow. See, now that would be like maybe a 2 hours change in time. Like in real time. Which, I mean, isn't such a bad idea. I need to start learning how to do that properly. But, anywho, I want to go ahead and say thank you for watching this video. My name is Jerimiah Mayle. Go ahead, Stroke. Go ahead and let me know what you think about the new series idea. Give me any ideas or suggestions I should do if you do play farming sim, or if you don't play farming sim and you understand the game a little bit, or tell me some things that you think I should try, whether it be in this game or not. And I will see you guys all later.